Guys, I wanted to make a short video for you where I do the homework problems that we got to on the tutorial in case you couldn't join the tutorial session. I know it's kind of more helpful to see the process than just see the problems already worked out. On the homeworks, we did 6, 7 in the tutorials, and then we did 10 and 12. So first of all, don't do number 5 and number 8. In my haste to get these ready, I did not properly fix those two, so they are unsolvable this way. So don't frustrate yourself. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with number 6. We've got a lot of time, so I thought that I would just kind of show you guys a different way to factor. I know you've all factored before. Factoring trinomials is a part of Algebra 2, and it's a big part of college algebra. So I want to make sure that you know how to do it and you're comfortable with doing it. So if you weren't super comfortable with it in Algebra 2, I'll show you this way that you can do it. Try it out. If you like the old way, do it the old way. If you like this way, you can do it this way. So the first few lessons are just going to be gearing up to do factoring in this boxes way. So first, we're going to start with this. So remember when we would multiply binomials and we would have our terms out here in the columns and on the rows, and then we would get the products of those in the middle? Well, now we're starting with the products in the box and working our way out to the outside. So what two terms when multiplied together give us x squared? Well, x times x gives us x squared. So if we know in our top column we have x, then our row out here we know needs to be a term that when multiplied to x gives us 8x. Well, what do we multiply to x to get 8x? That's pretty basic. It's 8. Okay, let's do this one now. Now that we know that the row is x, what do we multiply to x to get 4x? Well, we multiply 4. And then our last box here, let's make sure we've got the correct things in the correct locations. So 4 times 8 gives us 32. We know we've got it right. So here where they have product and factors, the product is going to be the trinomial. You okay, bud? All right. The product is going to be the trinomial with the combined like terms. So here on the inside, we've got x squared. We combine our like terms, 8x plus 4x, positive 12x plus 32. And our factors are the binomials that we piece together on the outsides of our box. So our factors are x plus 4 times x plus 8. Ta-da. Okay, let's take a look at number 7. We're going to do the same process. What two terms when multiplied together give us x squared? Well, it's x and x. Let's do the row first this time, since we know that this row is x on the outside. Well, what do we multiply to x to get negative 4x? Well, we multiply negative 4 to it. And our column we know is x, and what do we multiply to x to get positive 4x? It's a positive 4. Now let's use our last box to check our work. 4 times negative 4 gives us negative 16. We know we've got everything in the right place. So here are our binomials on the outside. I'll put a plus here. I'll show you how to write it in just a sec. We combine our like terms in the middle for our product. We've got x squared. Well, 4x minus 4x just gives us 0, so there's nothing in there. So then we've got minus 16 here on the side. So our factors are the binomials that we discovered on the outsides of our box. So we've got x plus negative 4 or x minus 4 times x plus 4. This isn't too difficult. It can be if you're just staring at this and you don't know what they're asking. But after you do this a couple times and practice it a little bit, I'm confident you'll be able to get it. So let's take a look at 10 and 12 on the back. So on the back, we're just given the terms. We don't have them in the box already. We need to figure out where they go in the box. So the first box is always going to be our squared variable term, usually x. In this case, here's our squared term. It's going to be 2x squared. Our last box always goes with our constant. In other words, just the number, the term without the variable. In this case, that is 4. And then in the other two, it really doesn't matter what order you put them in. I'll do 8x here and then x here from there. Okay, so let's start the process. In this case, our first box has a term or has a coefficient that's not 1. That means there's a 2 that's going to go here or here. We're going to need to do a little more work to figure out where it goes. Let's take a look. We know that the 2 goes in one of these positions. Well, here we've got the column. Well, what times x gives us x? Well, anything times 1 gives us itself. So x times 1 gives us x. That means we know our 2 is going to go out here in the row. So 2x times what gives us 8x? Well, 2x times 4. And then let's use this last box to check. 4 times 1 is 4. We know we put our pieces correctly in the right places. So here is our top binomial. This is just a terrible position for that. And here is our binomial out on the side. So our product, when you write the trinomial of the inside, you can combine these like terms, you can combine these like terms, whatever, it's the same thing. So we've got 2x squared plus 8x plus 1x gives us 9x plus 4. And our factors are the binomials that we put on the outsides of our box. So our factors are x plus 4 and 2x plus 1. Ta-da! Let's take a look at number 12. First, we need to fill in our box. Our squared terms goes in the first box, 4x squared. Our last box is our constant, which is 30. And then these guys can go on either side. So 8x here and 15x. Okay. We're kind of in a dilemma with this first box. I know that there's an x here and an x here, right? I just don't know. This could be 4 and 1. It could be 2 and 2. We don't really know. So let's take a look at the other pieces of our box and see if we can determine what factors of our coefficient here are 4, where we're going to place those. Let's go down in this column. We've got a 15x. Well, 15 doesn't have factors that are 2 or 4. So that means that our 4 has to go out here. Okay, so what do we multiply by x to get 15x? Well, it's 15. Okay, what do we multiply 4x by to get 8x? We multiply by 2. Now let's use our last box to check. 15 times 2 gives us 30. We're good, we did it. We've got everything in the right place. So here's our binomial out here. Here's our binomial on the side. Let's do our product, which is just writing these terms as a trinomial. You can combine them here, whatever. So we've got 4x squared plus 15x plus 8x is 23x plus, and our factors are our binomials on the outside. So that gives us x plus 2 times 4x plus 15. Okay, we did it. If you have any other questions, you can email me or ask me. I've gotten a few questions on how to turn them in. I'll start adding that with all of the, whenever I give you new assignments and notes and all that, I'll add how to turn it in there. You can either print off the homework, copy it down, and send me a picture, send me a PDF, or if you don't want to print it out, you can just open the file on your computer and then write down your work and answers on a separate piece of paper and just send me a picture of that. That works. Okay. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Bye.